The learning outcomes of this lesson will be, by the end of this lesson, inshallah, all my dear students will be able to know that all living things are made up of cells, and they must understand that tissues are a special group of cells which perform a similar job. As you all can see this toy robot, it has so many colors, and you see it has so many parts. It is performing a lot of functions. Bringing that toy car in your mind, now look at this car. It's also a toy car and it has so many parts inside it. About human body, you have learned in earlier grades in 1, 2 and 3 different parts, different organs in your body, sense organs also, and you must know their functions and you must know their location by now. But in this chapter, we will study how these organs are made, like how eyes are made, how your fingers are made, and how do they move. As you know in the next picture in the car, it's a machine. It has brakes to stop it, wheels to move it. Let's begin with different examples. I must tell you that all the things, whether they are living or non-living, they are made up of similar building blocks. You can see the book, the wall, and a building. They have same repeating units inside them. Same is the case in the human body. They are made up of cells. Let me define cell for you. Cell are the basic unit of structure and function in living things. Right now, on the top, you can see bone cells, and under it, the blue one picture, the pink dot in the center is the nerve cell. This one is the epithelial cell, and this one is the connective cell. Let me describe the basic level of organization to you. Organization means organizing something, like you are putting your books in your racks, your clothes in your cupboard, you are organizing the things in your room. Same is the case in the human body. Everything is organized from the simple to the complex. The simplest one is the cell, that's represented in this example by the bricks. And then these bricks combine to form walls, same types of bricks. And then these walls, different types of walls, different colors and different shapes, they form the room. That way your body will be representing a whole building. Let me carry this example to your body. Look at here. Cells. The first picture, it is representing cardiac cells that are present in your heart. These cells, same type of cells, they combine to form tissues. These tissues, one or different types, they combine to form the organ. In this example is the heart. Look at this example, it is of muscle cell. As you can see, the colored part, it is representing the muscle in the skeleton. The picture of a skeleton with the colored part, it is representing the muscles in your body. And the circle on the side, it is the skeletal muscle cells. What do? They contract and relax. Contract means when you squeeze or push something, it becomes small. Like in the top picture. In the lower picture, you can see the muscles are relaxing, they are becoming bigger. When you bend your arms upward, it is contracting, the muscle is contracting. And when you are pulling it down, it is relaxing. I will show you more pictures and videos when we will discuss the muscular system. Right now, just understand the muscle is type of a cell and they are present in your skeletal system. They help you to move. The next one is the nerve cell or the neuron. It helps you to take the signals from your brain, other parts of the body, and from your other parts of the body to your brain. Now don't get confused with different difficult names here. They are just the labeling in the diagrams. You only have to remember the diagram, the structure of the cell and the name. The way it is drawn in your book, it is adequate for you to practice from there. This is just for your understanding. You don't have to write this, you don't have to learn this, you only have to understand this. This is the epithelial cell. What is epithelial cell? They form the skin, outer layer of your skin. We call the skin in the scientific language as epidermis. Epidermis, our skin, it is formed by these cells. Also, they are present in different types of organs in their outer layers. They are present inside the mouth and there are different organs, outer lining like the stomach. Look at different types of blood cells. Red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets. We call them red blood cells because they carry oxygen and carbon dioxide to different parts of our body. White blood cell is just like the army in your body. They help you to fight against the diseases. Platelets, when you get injured, they increase in size to heal your wound. This is the bone cell. The bone cell, when they combine, they form the bone tissue in your skeletal system. The picture in the brown, it is the bone cell, and the picture in the pink color, it is representing the bone tissue. Now, as I am repeating again and again the word tissue, you must be wondering, what is this term tissue? Cells which have a similar function, and when they combine together, they give us tissues. There are different examples of tissues that I am going to show you. This is the muscle tissue. There are different tissues, epithelial tissue. By now you know how to pronounce it. Number 2, connective tissue. Number 3, muscular tissue. Number 4, nervous tissue. Let's start with the epithelial tissue. You can see A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, different shapes of epithelial tissue. It is just like that because they are present in different parts of your body and they are performing different functions. So they are present in different shapes because of their function. Different function, different shape. Let me show you now some of the connective tissue. On the top you can see the connective tissue in the bone and the pink dots next to that with the blue handwriting. These are actually the connective tissue in your blood. And the lower picture, it is the connective tissue between the bone and the muscle. They are performing different functions. The major function of them is connecting one tissue to another. They are present in your bones, in your skin, in your blood. These are different pictures of connective tissue. Just look at them. They are also on different shapes and different colors and different sizes as in the case of epithelial tissue because they are present in different parts of your body. This is the muscle tissue. As you can see the purple dots in them, these are just like the veins in your body. They control different functions of this tissue. What do? They do the voluntary movement. Function is the voluntary movement. Voluntary means something that we can control. Like when we want to pick something with our hands, they are helping these kind of body movements. We want to kick a ball, they are helping us, these muscle tissues. And when you are talking, like just I'm speaking with you, my facial expressions are changing, my mouth scheme is changing. This is also due to these muscles in my face. And where are they present? They are attached with your bones. The last tissue that we are going to discuss, it is the nervous tissue. And it is present in your central nervous system. As you can see in the picture, and you must be remembering now the neurons or the nerve cells. When they combine, we have the nerve tissue. They function the same way as the nerves or the neurons, They carry the signals from the brain to other parts of the body, from other parts of the body to the number 1 cardiac, tissue, kidney, stomach, epithelial, epidermis, musculoskeletal, connective, padding, nervous, nerve, ligament, tendons, spine, ball and socket, voluntary. Number 17, involuntary, intestine, stability, bladder, contract, relax, stability. Thank you very much. I hope you have learned and I hope you can answer the questions about the definition of cells and tissues whenever somebody will ask you. Thank you and have a nice day.